Today I'll talk about some of the most interesting weapons for Openworld. I wouldn't say that these weapons are underrated, but still probably you didn't see many people using them. Because most of the people will use some M4, HK or M110. And the first weapon is a K103. It has pretty good damage in head, which makes it really effective against RLF faction. You won't be able to one-tap only one type of enemy. And it's pretty effective against PLD faction, because this faction has pretty enough types of enemies with 110 HP. Talking about maximum distances, a K103 with short barrel one-tap 100 HP enemies on distance up to 1136 feet and up to 1328 feet with long barrel. Against 110 HP enemies, it one-taps to distance up to 606 feet with short barrel and 797 feet with long barrel. However, it has few problems. First of all, bullet velocity, which might be a problem on long distances. It might be not a problem to shoot enemy which doesn't move, but if he does, everything becomes harder. Next we have pretty high recoil, but in most cases you don't have to spray, so probably even if you have problems with recoil control, it won't be a problem for you. But still you should keep it in mind. Compared to other weapons of AK family, except AK-101, it doesn't have that extended mag with 45 bullets. Instead, it has extended mag with 40 bullets, which is not ammo efficient. And the last thing is about ammo boxes. Surely because of higher caliber, it's heavier than some 5.56 or 5.45, but it's not that heavy as calibers for DMRs or battle rifles. However, there is other problem. Carrying ammo boxes for a K103 is not really efficient in terms of how many slots it takes. Mag with 30 bullets takes the same slots as ammo box with 20 bullets. So in some cases carrying ammo boxes might be not really reasonable. But anyway, K103 is really good choice if you want something between battle rifles and assault rifles. At least if you don't mind bullet velocity. Next weapon is OTS-03, and this weapon deserves to be on the same level with M110. Compared to M110, it doesn't have access to extended mags, has worse distance of one tap against 100 HP and 110 HP enemies, slightly worse velocity and reload speed. But in return you get the lowest recoil in DMR class, much lower weight, which you can make even lower by 300 grams if you use Russian optic. Ammo boxes has less weight as well, so in few words, this weapon is great choice if you don't mind to sacrifice with some performance to get lower weight. It's definitely not better than M110, but still deserves to be on the same level because of weight differences and much lower recoil. Now we are moving to PP2K. This weapon is not good by itself, but because of new weight system, it became pretty solid choice for special loadouts. So for example, you want to take many grenades, but they're pretty heavy, and you don't want to move like a snail at the same time. And PP2K is a great weapon for such cases. Not only because weapon by itself has low weight, but ammo boxes as well. As an example, on screenshot you can see loadout with 21 grenades and 527 bullets. And overall weight is not even that big. So if you don't plan to shoot on long distances, this weapon might be a good choice for you. But if you are planning to play with such loadout, you probably won't even need that, because you're better to stay on close distances to use these grenades more effective. Also you can try P90 instead of PP2K, it has better performance on longer distances, however because of damage difference, it's not that ammo efficient as PP2K on close distances. And in this case, I mean how many bullets you need to kill some enemy. If you found this video useful, leave a like and some comment, it helps a lot with video promotion. Join my Discord server with builds and tier lists. If you really like my content, you can support me in Boosty, and see you next time.